Hi guys, my name is Claudia Sulewski and I am going to be showing you guys my nighttime routine. I really enjoy taking care of my skin. Of course, it's very much needed if you want to have clear, healthy, glowing looking skin, but also I love taking the time to be selfish and just do something that makes me feel good and makes me feel like I'm taking care of myself. I think in terms of health and body and skin, the more love you put into it, the more love it's gonna give you back. I like to take care and be mindful of like what I'm putting on my skin and what I'm putting inside of my body. We've got some makeup we need to take off. Tonight I'm using 6 different products. We're doing one extra step that I don't do every night. Also, I have normal to oily skin. Does that just mean combination? It gets a little oily in the summertime. Yeah, but kind of normal skin. I have always believed that taking off your makeup and using a facial cleanser should be 2 different steps. If you're wearing a bunch of makeup, you definitely want to get all of that off before you do your deep cleanse and get into your pores and kind of clean out the rest of the dirt and oil and stuff that has just built up on your skin throughout the day. This first step is always different for me. I'm always trying out different products, whether it's a cleansing balm or an oil or micellar water. Currently, I am using and loving the CAUDALIE Makeup Removing Cleansing Oil. I love this line. I definitely am still newer to it and haven't tried all of their products, but everything I've tried thus far has been really easy on my skin, doesn't break me out. They have great ingredients, so I'm just rubbing this in between my fingers and I am just going to start massaging that into my skin. And we're about to look crazy because I have a lot of eyeliner on today. Oh my god. Just rubbing in circular motions, not putting too much pressure. First layer removed. Now I'm gonna wash my face with a cleanser. Right now I'm using the Gentle Cleanser from BIBA. BIBA is a facialist out here in Los Angeles. My boyfriend started going to her a little over a year ago now, and she has completely changed his skin. His acne was a really big insecurity for him, and she changed his life. His skin is so good. BIBA's got an entire line of products that meet different needs and purposes for different skin types. I pretty much am using all the stuff that's just really gentle and not really for acne prone skin. It lathers great. It doesn't leave my skin feeling too dry, which I have definitely found with some face washes. So just going in. I really focus like on my chin, nose, forehead. I'm gonna rinse this off. I have a habit of fanning my face in between the different layers and steps. I don't know. Phineas makes fun of me for it. Face is squeaky clean. This next step I find so much joy in. It's just a hydrating toner from BIBA, but I spray this on my face every night, every morning. I always do it right after I have washed my face. It's so light and it soaks in so fast. I kind of think of it as like the first layer that I'm putting on. So I'm just misting that on. You guys will notice that I don't put a lot of stuff on my face. You know, way back I used to think that more was always more with skin and makeup and everything, and I've sort of taken the opposite approach lately. I used to cake on just all of these different heavy serums and oils on my face, and I think sometimes mixing too many products sort of weakens the strength of them and what their original purpose was, and you're mixing all these ingredients and it really confuses your skin. So finding just like a really simple basic routine that I can follow every single morning and night has sort of been like my saving grace. This next step I should be doing once a week. Don't do it once a week, but ideally once a week. Using lots of BIBA. Listen, okay? This is what I use every night. This is her holistic detoxifying mask with charcoal. Looks like that. I'm just gonna apply this with a brush. This mask is great for detoxing and cleaning out any impurities in your skin, whether that be from pollution or anything that you're exposing yourself to. I'll usually leave this on for about 10 minutes, nothing crazy, and sometimes I'll even just use it as like a spot treatment and add it only onto my forehead or my nose. I have very, very large pores on my nose. Things are always getting stuffed up in there. It's great for all skin types. It feels a little tingly on your face in like a refreshing way, and it also smells so good. So I'm gonna leave this on my skin for 10 minutes, walk around, do my thing, and we're gonna wash it off. Outside of the products that I am applying on my skin every morning and night, I think your skincare routine and your skin health goes so much further than that. You know, people always say, drink water, stay hydrated. It is such a real thing. Also with food, of course, the healthier you eat, the healthier your skin will look and feel. We're gonna wash this off now. Please hold, this process takes very long. There I go, waving the hands. I don't know, it's a weird habit thing. Okay, so at this point, my skin feels so clean and fresh, and all that I want to do now is just add that moisture back in. We've only got 2 more steps. We've got a serum and a moisturizer. Another BIBA product. This is her plant stem cell and peptide serum. If there's anything I can recommend, it would be this one out of her products. I don't know what this is doing to my skin, but all I know is I really never want to stop using it. Every so often I switch like the surrounding products that I'm using in my routine, but this is the thing that just always keeps my skin going and glowing, and that rhymed. This stuff is definitely on the pricier side. The other day, the cap wasn't fully screwed on and I tipped it over and it fell and a little bit spilled out and my heart shattered. So I like to just drip this a little bit onto my forehead and my cheek, and I lightly pat / rub this onto my face. And this stuff just glides right on. I like to pat around my eyes to make sure I am being gentle on them. Also, very important to bring everything down to your neck in an upwards motion. Doing a face mask on the neck seemed a little extra, but definitely doing this with the serum and the moisturizer at the end. This cream is absolutely insane. It's also on the pricier side, very pricey. It is the, I'm definitely gonna butcher this, Augustinus Bader? Augustinus Bader? I believe it's one of the two. Augustinus Bader, I think. I have their cream as well as their rich cream, which is what I'm holding right now. This is really good. I am a sucker for any sort of cream that is really thick and moisturizing, and I know it's just going to stay on my face throughout the entire night. You know, when we're going to bed, you're obviously not drinking any water for those 8 hours or however many hours you're sleeping for. So making sure that you have something on your face that's gonna keep it moisturized to kind of compensate for the lack of water is really important. So I rub it around on my fingers, and since this stuff is really thick, I like to pat it into my skin versus kind of rubbing around because it starts feeling like a little rough. Like, that's how thick it is. She's thick. Here I am rubbing it on my forehead, but yeah, definitely around here. I just kind of make sure to just pat it in. Add it to my lips. So we're just gonna add this to the neck as well. Oh my gosh, well, that is it for my nighttime routine. Thank you guys so much for following along. I know there weren't very many crazy steps, but I like to keep it very simple for not only myself, but my skin. It just seems to enjoy that more. I'm gonna go head to bed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Bye.